if we could sit all the way back into the heels and just start to reach your arms up towards the top end of your mat and just caterpillar your fingers a little bit further up, keeping your chin lifted. I'm going to start to gently draw the body along the ground, staying low to the floor. Draw the body up and through. Try and drop down your shoulders and open your collarbone. And then as we draw up to a cat stretch, round up through the shoulders and the back, looking up towards your navel. Taking your head and your tailbone away from each other and sitting all of the way back down upon your heels. And again, let's bring the body carefully up and through. Elbows stay down, shoulders open back. Coming up again into cat, drawing up through the shoulders and the back. Taking the head and the tailbone away, and sitting all of the way back down onto your heels. And again, let's bring the body to pull up and through, and then curling the toes, sending the hips back, and drawing the head down through your arms. Coming forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees, and sitting all of the way back. And again, let's bring the body up and through, rolling down the shoulders, opening the chest, curling the toes, head down, bottom up. Draw forwards into a strong plank, and then bending your knees and gently releasing it back. Bring the body to pull up and through, and curling the toes, easing away, stretching all the way along the back of your legs, hamstrings down to calves. Draw forwards into plank, and then bending your knees and sitting on back. Bring the body through, lift and open the chest. Curling the toes, easing the heels away and the head drawing down, looking up to your belly. Come forwards into a plank, and then bending your knees and sitting on back. Let's go one more time, up and through. And then as we curl the toes this time, staying in that down dog and walking it off a little. So drawing down one heel and then the other heel. We're just moving the hips a little from side to side, spreading your fingers nice and wide to the floor. And then we can just pull the belly up a little underneath you, already getting a connection through your core. And here, just noticing how your body is today. Notice how the hamstrings feel, the lower back, how the shoulders feel. Alright, now if we can come back down onto your knees and place forwards your right foot. And if we can take the right hand down to the outside of your right foot, bring your left arm up and over, looking up towards your hand, and we're taking that stretch all the way up and along the left-hand side of your body. And then letting your arm back down. Curl the toes and lift up the back knee. Drawing open to the right and raising your right arm up. Okay, now just see how that feels today. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper into this stretch, turn your front foot open, go to the outside edge of your back foot, and then gently start to open your chest and bring your arm back behind you. And then slowly bring it all of the way back round. And bring your upper body back, hips driving forwards, always keeping the knee in alignment there with your ankle. We can bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Maybe bring your hands together. Maybe take your right hand back behind your left. And just opening back a little bit more if you can. And then letting your arms all the way back down. Move carefully back onto that back knee, drawing back your toes. Now again, you're going to be sensitive here to how that feels behind the knee. If it feels a little bit tight, bend your knee today, okay? What we can do though is start to draw a little bit more attention to the lower back. So from your lower back, see if you can just move the hips backwards a little bit, as if you're about to sit back on a chair. Draw your toes back if you can. Alright, start to feel a calf and hamstring stretch. Alright, now we're going to come back up onto your knees. And if you can clasp up your fingers together, squeezing your head a little, take a deep breath in. And on your out breath, activate your waist and start to let your arms draw all the way up and over. Then bring it back on up. Deep breath in. Breathing out, activate your waist. Bring your arms to pull up and over again. Breathing in, coming back on up. And then breathing out, letting your arms down again. Then step forwards with your left foot. And just take down your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Bring your arm, your right arm, up and over. Look up towards your hand. And just try if you can to arch the arm to come up and over. So you're reaching over towards the left hand side of the room. Then bring that hand back down to the ground. Curl the toes, lift the back knee. Open your chest out to the left and you're looking up towards your left hand. And again, like I said from the other side, if this is enough, stay here. If you can open up your front foot to go to the outside edge of your back foot, it's going to be a little bit deeper. And then we're opening towards the back behind you. Then bring it slowly all of the way back round. Knee coming back down upon the floor. Upper body rising back up again. We're bringing those arms up towards the ceiling. Left hand coming back behind the right. Just again squeezing the space out behind the head if you can. And then letting your arms all the way back down. Okay, popping back onto that back knee. Digging your heel in. And again, seeing how it is today. Maybe you're going to bend that knee a little bit today. Maybe you can draw your toes a little further back, or maybe you can take just a little more extension through the lower back, and then pressing a little from the centre of your chest. And then letting it go. Alright, let's come around onto your back. And we'll start off by setting up your alignment and setting up your breath usage and the usage of your core. I'm going to set the feet so they're about hip distance apart, but just about have them in touching distance. Lining up your feet so they're not turning open. And then if we can draw our attentions to our lower backs, so just pressing our lower back down into the floor, and then releasing the back away from the floor. Pressing the lower back down into the floor. Notice how your imprint feels today, how fluid it's moving. And then settle out into neutral. Roll the shoulders up and back. And just doing that a few times. Okay, walking your shoulders down. And just wriggling the neck a little bit further out from your shoulders. Okay, now start to take a lovely deep breath in through your nose. Letting your ribs widen. And as you breathe out through your mouth, blowing the breath out with a little energy. So again, as you breathe in, you've got a lovely deep lateral thoracic breath, letting your ribs widen to the side and back of your body. And then as you breathe out, you're blowing the breath out as if you're blowing out a candle. Again, as you breathe in, ribs are widening, belly flat. And then as you breathe out, start to pick up from the pelvic floor, draw the navel back to the spine, and start to feel this conscious connection through the midline of the body, working up into the core center of your body. So again, a couple more times. So Really try and focus it as you breathe in. You've got that lovely natural widening. Okay, so we're not trying to force anything to happen. And then as you breathe out, it feels like somebody's just kind of vacuum packed the middle part of your body. And your waist starts to feel like it's pulling in. You're not changing the neutral back, but we're drawing and consciously connecting with that midline of the body. Now I'm going to start us off today with ab prep. So if you'd like to bring your hands to come back behind your head, as you breathe in through your nose, nodding the chin, as you breathe out through your mouth, raising your upper body, drawing the navel back to the spine, but again, maintaining the neutral spine. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out and engaging with your core as you lower to the ground. Breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out, engage your core, raise your upper body. Breathing in to stay, and again, breathing out, engaging with your core as you lower back down to the floor. Breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out, draw the navel back to the spine and lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, engaging the core as you lower. You could stay with this layer if you wish, or breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out, let's extend the right leg. Hover it an inch or so from the floor. Breathing through your nose to stay, and then breathing out through your mouth as you lower all of the way back down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. As you breathe out, extending your left leg, raising your upper body. Breathing in through your nose to stay, and then breathing out through your mouth, engaging with your core, lowering carefully back down. Breathing in, nod the chin. Now again, if you are feeling a little bit stronger, extend your right leg, and then maybe just lift your left foot, pointing your toes down towards the floor. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, and with purpose, place the foot down, draw the leg in, then let the body come down. Breathing in, nodding the chin, and as you engage your core, extend your left leg and raise your right toes, right foot off the floor. Breathing in, and breathing out, foot back down, leg back on in, and lower. One more set, breathing in, nod the chin. As you breathe out, engage the core and lift up. Breathing in, and then breathing out, foot back down, leg back on in and lower. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out and extend and lift the leg. Breathing in, and then breathing out, lower, and carefully place your legs back down. Now bring your arms down by your side and just walk down your shoulders again for me. Slide your legs to extend along the floor. And as we bring one leg up towards the ceiling, breathing in. And as you lower it back down, breathing out. Swapping to the other leg. As you bring the leg up, breathing in. And as you lower it back down, breathing out. Now just being careful again to maintain neutral back. So if your hamstrings are holding a little tension today, bend your knee. And then breathing out as you lower. Breathing in, raising the leg up. And as you lower the leg down, breathing out, glide the leg down like you're pressing the leg down through honey. Breathing in, bring the leg up. And then giving a little of your own resistance to that downward movement with the connection of your core. Breathing in, bringing the leg up. And breathing out, lengthening and striding that leg away from the body. Couple more times. Breathing in, leg comes up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you lower back down. Breathing in, bring the leg up. And then breathing out, stretch that leg down as you lower. Okay, now bend up your knees, feet back down to the ground for me. Carefully roll over to one side and pop yourself around to your knees. Now I'm going to work us up into plank, and I'm going to do, again, slightly different rhythm. Been doing this on and off the last couple of weeks. So as always, I'm going to pop you down onto your forearms. I want to try and think about about lowering the shoulders, keeping the collarbone open. As always, we want to just draw in the bottom rib so that we don't end up with a sinking in the lower back. Now the rhythm I'm going to use on this, we're going to do the knee drops, and we're going to do 10 of the knee drops. We're going to take it to a slow pace. Then I'm going to speed the knee drops up, so it's going to be more of a pulse. Then we'll go back and we'll do another 10 slow breaths. Alright, so again, I want you to do as much as you need to. If you get to a point you find it's a little bit too challenging, just stop, take a break. Alright, and if you're doing this all on your knees today, again, you don't need to worry about the tempo, okay? I'm going to guide you all the way through anyway. So we're floating the arms down towards the floor, spreading out your fingers, work your knees back, okay, and if it's a knees day today, there you are, you're staying. Gazing slightly beyond your fingers, and if you can, curl the toes and push back into your heels. As you draw one knee to the floor, breathe in. As you push it away, breathe out. Breathe in and out, push away. Breathe in, out and engaging with your core. Breathe in, out, belly pulls back. Breathe in, out and engage. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. In, out 10. Now staying. The knees are going to drop, drop, drop. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And drop. Keep the legs strong. Keep the core strong. In and out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay strong. Breathe in, knee down. Slow breath out. Breathe in, down. Breathe out, push away. In, down, out, push away. Keep pushing out into the heels. You're halfway there. Breathe in, out 5. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. And in, out 10. Lower yourself all the way back down. Alright, so like I said, just the things like this are just distraction tactics, okay? So it gets you up there for maybe a little bit longer than you would usually stay, and maybe it just changes the dialogue in your head a little bit. Right, so I'm going to take my arms all the way out and along the floor. Keeping your arms flat down, decide which shoulder you're going to stretch out first, and you're drawing over onto one side, drawing the knees in, and then raising, if you can, the opposite hand. If it feels too much to take that hand off, don't worry, okay, you can leave it down today. And just taking a couple of breaths, okay, opening the chest up here. Now let's come all the way back down, come around to the other side, stretch the arm out and along the floor, gently roll upon it. And then maybe just bring your knees in today, raising your opposite hand. And then coming all of the way back onto your belly, we're going to come up into breaststroke. So I'm going to work first of all with the postural muscle version, okay, where we keep the arms low. And then I'll offer up that we put the arm extensions in, coming forwards and backwards. All I say with this is just be careful to know that you're really holding yourself up there using your core. Alright, try and think of it like a 30-70. Alright, 70% of core and only 30% back strength. Okay, try and keep it that way around if you can. So I'm going to bring the arms all the way down by your side. Let your shoulders hug the ground, so let them hug forwards. Starting off by breathing in to peel back those shoulders. As you breathe out, engage your core and lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower and shoulders are gently drawing to the floor. Breathing in, peel back those shoulders. Breathing out and engaging with your core as you lift to hover. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out to lower and shoulders drawing back down to the ground. Breathing in to peel back those shoulders. Breathing out and draw the navel back to the spine as you lift. Breathing in to stay, keep the core pulled up. Then breathing out as you lower, shoulders coming back down. This time, if you're feeling stronger, breathing in, roll the shoulders back. Breathing out, engage your core. And if you feel you can, keep your chin tucked in. Breathe in to reach your arms ahead of you. And breathe out as you draw your arms back. Keep your legs relaxed. Keep your buttocks relaxed. And those of you using your arms, try and sweep the arms straight forwards and straight back. Try not to bend at the elbow. Keeping the shoulders away from your ears, and you're keeping the core locked on. Alright, finishing off your last bit, if you're just doing the shoulder work, and if you're doing the arm work as well, finish this off as your last one. Breathing in and breathing out as you draw it all of the way back. Let your shoulders draw back down. Now I'm going to bring you up onto your hands and knees. And I'm going to work today with thread the needle as an exercise. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly talk you through this. When we thread the arm underneath, we're brushing the back of the hand so it remains in contact with the ground. My gaze is going to come around as far as it works for you today. Now when we do that, we've got the smallest bend to the elbow. It's not like the stretch where we let our bodies come all the way down. Alright? We want to try and almost restrict how much we're sinking so that we have to think about how much we're rotating the rib cage. Alright, that's the bit that I really want you to think about. Try and keep your hips facing the ground, you know? And you're just drawing that arm through so your other arm is almost straight. Not completely, just almost straight. Okay, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, engage your core, gently start to turn and look up over your shoulder. The hand is on the floor. Breathing in, draw it back on up, changing sides. Breathing out, sweep that arm underneath, look up over your shoulder, and breathing in to draw back. So again, like I said, keep the hips stable, don't move your hips at all, looking over the shoulder, and breathing in, coming back. Breathing out, engage the core, brush the ground, look over your shoulder, breathing in. And try and direct your body to move through the rib cage a little bit. Imagine your rib cage is like a barrel rolling down through some water. Okay, so imagine it could turn independently of the other parts of your body. Alright, it's not possible, alright, just in case you're wondering. But we really want to get that turning so that we get this work just underneath the bottom rib to the back. Breathing out as we rotate and breathing in. Alright, last couple if you can. If it's getting a bit too much, you know you're going to take a break. Breathing in. And again, breathing out, brush the ground, turn a little, look over the shoulder. Breathing in. Now we're going to take it to thread the needle as a stretch. Alright, which is our reward for doing so well. So we're coming all the way down, coming into a stretch for a rear shoulder. So now you are settling yourself down. Again, try and keep your hips stable. And then from here, with the hand that's in front, you can change it around. You could maybe reach it back. You could maybe reach it up towards the top end of your mat. You know, be creative. Anything that you think would be better for you. And then let's swap to the other side. Take your hand underneath, lower your ear down to the ground. And then just again, rearrange the other hand if it feels better and in another place. to a seated position for me, and we're going to work into your saw. So I've got the legs about as wide as my mat, okay? If you prefer to have your legs crossed in this position, then by all means, please take that instead. Again, similar to what we were just working on in thread the needle, try and really be careful with your rotation. So when you're turning in this position, try not to move your sit bones off the ground. Alright, relax out your shoulders. Try and sit up as tall as you can. I'm starting with long levers. As you breathe in, rotating your upper body. As you round your back, lengthen and draw across and over, not hinging. Breathing in as we draw the body back up, breathing out, and as you come back to the middle, feel the core pulling in to get you back round. Breathing in, rotate your upper body, and then breathing out, rounding the body over and lengthening across. Breathing in as you draw the body up, breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in, take a nice big rotation. Breathing out, rounding over and across. Breathing in as you draw the body back on up. And use your core to slowly bring you back to the middle. Give the core purpose. So breathing in, turn. Give the core purpose to bring you over. Pull the belly back if you can. Breathing in as you draw the body up. And again, engaging the core as you come back to the middle. Breathing in as you turn. And breathing out, rounding over, lengthening across. Breathing in as you draw up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as you turn. And breathing out to lengthen on over and across. Breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, engaging the core. Now for the last couple, either if your arms are tired, across your chest. If you're not tired, fingers up by your temples. So breathing in to turn. And as you breathe out, rounding the back, as you draw your chest centrally over your thigh. Breathing in as you draw the body back on up. And then breathing out, engaging your core back to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out and rounding the body over. Breathing in as you come back up. Being careful to keep the shoulders lowered. Breathing out, engage the core to the middle. Two more if you can. Breathing in as you turn. And breathing out to round the body over the thigh. Breathing in, drawing the body up. And breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in, turn the upper body. And breathing out to round the body over. Breathing in, drawing up. Breathing out, engaging your core, come back to the middle and let your arms down. Alright, so let's from here, come around onto your side. I'm going to work into front kick and I'm going to give you a few options today, okay? So, often I do this position with the head propped up and the whole body down on the floor. And that might be exactly where you want to be today, in which case carry on. Alright, I'm going to offer that we stay up on the elbow. I'm going to bring the legs forwards as always. Okay, it's going to make this a lot more challenging for the oblique muscles underneath the body once we get going. So like I say, you can lay all the way down and prop the head up, or you can be up a little higher. Alright, you can always go down if it gets too much, can't you? So top leg is coming up to hip height, pointing the toes. Breathing in to draw the leg forwards. And then breathing out, pointing the toes as we take the leg back, but don't move your upper body. Breathing in, I'm pointing my toes forwards and backwards today. And then breathing out, engaging the core as you take the leg back. Breathing in, coming forwards. And breathing out, navel back to the spine as you go back. Again, breathing in as you come forwards. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you go back. Remember, don't roll back with your upper body. Breathing in, coming forwards. Breathing out. I want you to imagine you're balancing a cup of water on that top shoulder. Breathing in as you come forwards. Breathing out, pointing your toes as you go back. This time, this is our last one. We're going to go back. We're going to stay back. All right, now small lift. Breathe out, lift, into lower. Breathe out, lift, into lower. Again, breathe out, lift, and lower. Again, engage the core, keep the core locked on. Breathe out, lift, into lower. Should be feeling this into glute medius. All right, just above, just below quadratus laborum, your lower back. And it's just to the upper back region of your glutes. And again, breathing out, lift, try not to lean forwards, and lower. 2 more, breathing out, lift, and lower. 1 more, and lower. Okay, now the next layer, I'm going to take my hand away. All right, now from here, I'm bringing my knee in, so that I'm bringing my elbow and my knee together. Then when I take my leg back, I'm going to now face down to the ground. So I'm going a little bit further. All right, so I'm coming in, elbow to knee, breathing in. And then as I go back, I am going to face down. So I'm going to turn my body. Breathing in, elbow to knee. Breathing out, turning and facing down. Breathing in, elbow to knee. Breathing out, pressing the toe back and facing it down. Again, breathing in, elbow to knee. Breathing out, taking it back, facing the ground. And then it's a little bit different. Breathing in, breathing out, pressing away, facing down. 2 more, breathing in, breathing out, and pressing on back. 1 more time, breathing in, and breathing out, pushing on back. All right, okay everybody? Okay. Bring your knees in, take hold of the top leg. Let's just give that leg a little bit of a release. We may be feeling the glutes a little bit tomorrow, I think. All right, if you think you've got a little bit more stretch in the quads today, take a deep breath in, breathe out. See if you can just draw it back, even if it's just another centimetre. Into your side bend. Drop your elbow beneath your shoulder again and bring your knees forwards this time. As we bring the top arm over, breathing out, reach over and see if you can find the ground above your head. And breathing in. So we have the nose and the navel front facing. As we push on over, we want to really pull on up underneath the body. Those of you who feel okay, going up onto your hand and your foot. Open up with your knees so that the foot is on alignment. The one with the knee up is on alignment with your hand. Then as you draw up, breathing out, connect the inner thighs and stretch on, making an arch as you bend the body over, breathing in as you lower. As you go up, breathing out, drawing your hips forwards, reaching over, breathing in as you lower. And again, as you go up, breathing out, and breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out and lift, and breathing in as you lower. Again, engaging your core, lift, and in as you lower. 1 more time, breathing out, and in as you lower. All right, now I want you to remember which side you've done. We're going to do the other side later on. I'm going to bring you down onto your back and we're going to work up into the 100. If you can, take a lovely roll back. So breathing in, as you breathe out, slowly lowering your body down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bend your knees up for me. If you're using a cushion behind your head, place it in for me now. So you've got it in a position for yourself. Position your neutral back. Okay, so try not to push down, particularly when you take the legs up. If you can be careful now, taking the legs up, one and then the other. Still got the neutral. Bring your head and shoulders off the floor. Now you may be supporting the neck today. You may be extending the legs, okay? And if your neck doesn't need the support, pat the air by your side. Setting up your breath pattern, so you're breathing in for about 4, and then breathing out for about 6. Maybe shut your eyes, focus on that lateral thoracic breathing, and as you breathe out, drawing the navel back to the spine. We're going with 20, 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 6, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50. Almost get that feeling like you're squeezing a sponge, you know, inside of your body. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 3, 64, 65, 6, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 3, 84, 85, 6, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back down. And just carefully place your feet down. Relax your shoulders. I'm just going to release out the neck for you. So I'm going to firstly turn the head over to one side. And just let the neck muscles relax. And if you think that maybe you can go a little bit further, lift the head up and then draw it down again. But try and keep the shoulders relaxed. And then bring it back to the middle. Okay, now drawing your chin down towards your chest and giving yourself that double chin. And see if you can get the back of the neck a little bit closer towards the floor, and you're stretching out that muscle area just below the base of your skull, coming down towards the back of your neck. Okay, now releasing the head up, I'm going to take the head the other way. So turn the gaze the other way. And once you get there, see how it is. If the neck is quite tight, don't force it. But if you think that you can maybe lift your head up and place your head a little further over. Bring the head back to the middle, and we'll go for that double chin again. So really draw the chin down. And then releasing your neck away. Okay, let's come on over to the other side of your body. So carefully peel yourself back up. So if you took your body all the way along the floor last time, do that again, prop your head up. If you had your elbow underneath your shoulder, okay, you've tried this other version, then do this again. Okay, so I'm pointing my toes today, elbow beneath my shoulder, the hips are nicely stacked up as always, top leg coming up to hip height. Breathing in as you come forwards with your foot. And then breathing out, pointing your toes, taking the leg back without your upper body moving back. Breathing in, coming forwards. And breathing out, engaging the core to point the toes and go back. Breathing in, coming forwards. Breathing out, core locks on as you go back. Again, breathing in as you come forwards. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you go back. And again, breathing in as you come forwards. Breathing out, belly pulls back as you go back. Again, breathing in, draw forwards. Breathing out, engage as you go back. And again, in to come forwards. Breathe out, navel back to the spine as you go back. This time we're going to go back and stay back. We're going into that glute medius work. Go back as far as you can without your upper body rolling back. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, lift. Into lower. And again, out, lift. Into lower. Again, breathe out to lift. Into lower. And again, engage and lower. Belly pulls back as you lift and lower. And again, breathe out, press and lower. Keep that leg as back as far as you can, lower. And again, breathe out, lift and lower. And again, press to lift and lower. And again, press lift and lower. Push and lower. 2 more. Keep that core locked on. Lower. 1 more. Now this next range, okay, I've got my hand going back behind my head. I'm going to bring my knee all the way in towards my elbow. Then as I send my leg back again, I'm turning and looking towards the ground. Bring it in, draw the knee in towards your elbow, and then take it down, press back, but turn your body a little bit. Drawing the elbow in, and breathing out, pressing back and turning a little. Breathing in, draw the elbow in, and then breathing out, pressing back and turning a little. Again, breathing in, breathing out and engaging with your core as you go back. 2 more if you can. Breathing in, breathing out, engage, little half turn. So 1 more, breathe in and breathe out and pressing downwards. Alright, let's lower that body down if you're not already, and just take again hold of your ankle. Carefully drawing the knee back. Get to a place where you think that's enough, alright, and then just breathe with it. And then after that, if you think that you could go back just a little bit further back, deep breath in, and then breathe out slightly back. Bring it back on in, and we'll come up onto the side bend. So we've got the elbow beneath your shoulder. Open back with your shoulders and your chest. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, we're lifting, reaching up, stretching towards the ground beyond your head, and breathing in as we lower. And again, breathing out, pull up through the waist underneath you, stretch over towards the ground, breathing in. If that's enough, carry on. If you're coming up onto the hand, again, really align the body, all right? Because otherwise you'll end up tilting yourself forwards, opening your chest. And then as you lift up, it's that feeling like you're posting your body up through a narrow gap. And again, it's a tricky one, this one, because you've really got to be careful with how you place your hips, all right? So you want your hips not to be rolling backwards, not to be rolling forwards. We want them on the same line as your ribs. Alright, so we say this a lot in a lot of positions we use in yoga, but we want the ribs and the pelvis and the shoulders all to be on that same line. Alright, that way then you'll keep the alignment of the body as you reach it over. Alright, again, as you go up, breathing out, keeping the chin lifted, again, remember, if you start looking down or looking up, you're going to lose your alignment again. Breathing out and engaging your core, hips forwards, chest opened up. Breathing in as you lower. 2 more if you can. Breathing out to lift. And in to lower. 1 more time. Yourself around to seated, and we're going to use our roll back. So a little bit later on in the class today, so it may feel different. The same principles always apply. You're going to listen to your body. Just rolling open the shoulders a little. If you're using a strap around the feet, okay, or a cushion behind the back, put it in now. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull back through your core. Curve your lumbar spine and maybe just stop out at halfway. Breathing in and then breathing out, engaging with your core and coming up to a nice tall seated position. Breathing in, your ribs are widening, and as you breathe out, you're drawing your ribs down in towards your hips as you lower. Breathing in. Breathing out, drawing all of the way up. As you come up, think about lifting from the center of your chest upwards. Deep breath in. As you go back, if it's a good day to do so, lower your back down into an imprint. Breathing in and breathing out to slowly draw your body back on up. Now if you're looking for a challenge, 1 hand onto your shoulder, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, again, slowly lowering your body back. Breathing in, breathing out to slowly draw your body all of the way back on up. Swapping your hands, breathe in. As you go back, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out as we come back on up. Drawing nice and tall. 2 more. Breathing in. And breathing out to lower. Breathing in and out as we draw all of the way up. Last one, breathing in, breathing out, sinking the back down. Breathing in and breathing out, drawing all of the way back up. Alright, if you have a cushion behind your back, just move it away now. If you have any bands, take it down now. I'm going to bring it down to the floor and to come flat on your back. Now if we could draw in your heels, I'm going to finish today with our shoulder bridge. So just relaxing out your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, tilt your tailbone and peel the back away from the floor. Breathing in. And then breathing out as you lower. And I'm hoping maybe you have a little bit more fluidity in that back now. Breathing in, ribs widening. As you breathe out, you're tilting the tailbone and peeling the back away from the floor. Breathing in and breathing out as you lower. And I want you to imagine when you're moving through your back, it's like you have something that you don't want to crush beneath your back. So maybe a little butterfly, you know, and as you're working your back away from the floor, use your core rather than really ramming your back against the ground. So breathing in, and again as you come back down, imagine you're trying not to crush something behind your back. And that way you work the fluidity, but you work through the core instead of just pushing hard against the ground to get you up. Now if you want to stay up, okay, if you feel strong enough to today, stay, we're going to go into an alternating hip lift. So I'm just going to work one hip up on my out breath, breathing in to lower. Breathing out, let the other hip come slightly higher, breathe in to lower. So again, remember this isn't a very big movement, okay, this is quite a subtle, in fact a very tiny movement. And we want to just try and again, really focus on the core. And it's the core and the internal oblique muscles, and they are in charge of this movement. If the buttocks are kicking in, the movement coming from side to side will be massive, okay? So that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't really be a very big movement. All right, couple more if you can. Breathing out to lift, into lower, breathing out to lift. All right, and taking a breath in, or breathe out to lower the back all the way back down. Okay, now if you can just take your right knee and hold it in towards you. Take your left leg nice and straight along the floor. Bring your right knee to come across the body, carefully drawing it over. And then we can take out your left hand to the side, right hand, sorry, to the side, and look over towards the hand. Now those of you who've been doing this other version with me, we're bending up the bottom leg and we're taking hold of it with our right hand. So you're holding left foot, right hand. And then again, you're turning your gaze all the way over towards the right. And then carefully let go. And slide down your left leg, right leg. Bring your left leg in. Bring the left knee across the body. So the version that doesn't involve the bottom leg, you're just looking over to your left hand, turning your gaze. If you are involving that right leg, bend it up, hold on to it, and then continue with your gaze towards the left. Gently come back round to seated again. And if we could come around to a cross-legged position, taking your opposite arm across, or you can sit on your heels, or you can sit with your legs out in front of you, any position that works for you. If you can though, turn your palm open when you take your hand across. Sitting up nice and tall and looking over your shoulder. Let's go the other way. So have your palm open, press the back of your hand to the back of your leg, and then look over your shoulder. Clasp up your fingers behind your back. Open your shoulders, draw your knuckles down. Bring your head down, looking down through the middle of your body. Tapping your head across and looking down, looking in towards your hip socket area. Bring it through to the middle, and bring the head across to the other side. And bring it back through to the middle. letting your arms come around the front of your body, tucking the head in. As you breathe in, drawing your arms up high. And as you breathe out, opening back, trying to keep your gaze straight ahead. As you bring it forward, stretch across your upper back. As you breathe in, coming up, neck and shoulders relaxed. Breathing out, lower your arms back down. One more time, switch the arms forwards. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, opening back, down. Let the shoulders let go a little. Let your arms let go a little. Well done tonight, everybody. Very, very well done. Hope you sleep well. Okay, drink a little bit of water, okay, before you go to bed. And if you have anything that's come up that you need to speak